guys, this is Boondoggle.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, let's start.
I'm ready. So we're sitting at my sister's shower. It's me, Amy, Jamie, Vanessa, Cindy, and my sister-in-law, Jill. And who brought up the podcast, Amy?
I don't even remember how it started.
And Vanessa says, how do I find the Boondoggleds? We were like,
Boondoggle, right?
Boondoggle, right? I find the Boondoggle. We were like, no, it's Boondoggle. She's like, that's what I said. The Boondoggle. Dead.
It was amazing.
I want to call her and be like, Vanessa, what's our podcast called?
Oh,
And now Chanel said we're nationally syndicated.
nationally syndicated podcast. So in case you didn't know, we're on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Apple,
TikTok,
TikTok,
Instagram.
all the
Find us, like
places,
us,
all the
follow us,
things.
share us.
Please, for the love of God,
For the love of all the things.
subscribe, follow, share, like, comment. What else can
You
they
can-
do?
Wait, we are more than just our shorts on Instagram, you guys.
Yes,
are
I
more
know.
than
That's what
just
people
on
need to
Instagram.
understand.
Yes, although they're getting a lot of views, so it's
I know.
good. We just need to get them directed to the right place. Wait, so how was the shower?
It was very fun
It turned
and
out
very
good.
nice.
The
Yeah.
food
And-
was delish.
Where was all the food from?
My mom,
Leslie
because
Oh, she
Dubois'
made-
kitchen.
Oh,
She made everything but the schmears and the bagels.
no,
Huh.
and I made the French toast creme brulee casserole.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
I
Amy.
didn't eat that.
you're welcome.
And
That-
I
okay,
made-
first of all, Eden messaged me
I-
last week. She was at the grocery store. She's like, I found the email, but the image of the creme brulee French toast recipe it won't load. She's
What
like, for
year was
some
the
reason,
email from? Do you remember?
2014. I went back
Of
and
course you
found
still
the
have
email
that.
and found the picture and sent her the image of
But I knew who
the-
to ask. Like,
Yeah.
Of course she still
No,
has
but
it. Like,
but you have to
oh my God.
understand that also every single time I make brisket, I find the email you sent me with your mom's brisket recipe.
Oh my
But it's
gosh,
like
it's
typed
hilarious.
out. It's like not like a screenshot of a paper.
Right.
It's like typed out into the email.
Right.
And every single time I go to make it, like you think
How
I've
good
made
is
it
my
a
mom's
million
brisket
times.
recipe?
So good. So
It's
good.
like the dumbest thing.
But Elise had fun. Everybody had fun.
Everybody had fun.
I mean, she got a diamond ring.
She got a diamond ring. My mom's like, it's
So
so
crazy
weird to see daughter
exciting.
got engaged at her baby shower. I was like,
Yeah.
right, but it's not like she was knocked up. Like they went through a long process to
Right.
make this
Yeah,
baby.
It was
you
a
know?
very planned pregnancy.
Very planned.
Very
You
planned
guys, wait,
pregnancy.
I know we talk about this bald spot that's really gray hair, but I gotta put some of this cover up on it because I just can't look at it anymore. I do have oh no.
I don't think it's
I
that
found
was
it on my
What
then
just
you made it
happened?
worse.
Have to be
So
careful
back to the
with my-
shower. So your sister got engaged at the shower.
My sister got engaged at the shower.
And she got all the things, all the essentials that are
All-
not
I
that
mean-
like
No,
we
I-
now knowing are not
No,
essentials.
I was very disappointed about one thing. I have to be honest with you. Hold on, let me just finish my.
Did you see the video? Okay, can you go to your video and look at the video of that I sent you of Ryan with what he has on his head?
Oh, that you sent.
Before you get to that,
Did I send it to you guys?
No, you sent it to
I'm
me and
super
Nadine.
disappointed.
Oh.
She got no baby books, no board books, nothing.
Well, that's because she hasn't gotten my gift yet.
Good, because I was like heartbroken.
Yeah. No, the last baby shower I went to, like, who do I know that's having babies? My neighbor. I was so happy because they requested books.
Yeah,
And so I got all like the favorite
board books.
board books. And they were having a boy too. So like I couldn't get some of the more girl ones. But you know, all my kids' favorites.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah. So
I
yeah.
had every board
Um,
book. I think I've gotten rid of them by now.
Wait, Amy.
I
Eden.
swear to God.
Okay, wait. I'm looking at the video that you just sent, Eden.
Okay.
But I don't know. What is that?
Okay. Tell me what you think that is. Okay. Let's have
I
this
think that's the thing that hangs from like the crib or
Right.
something. Or the
A
jungle
mobile?
gym. The mobile,
conversation,
yeah.
right? Okay. So I thought it was
It
was
looks like an octopus.
yeah. I thought you strap it onto the car seat thing when you're
Right.
carrying it or in the car or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, it's not.
What
It is
that?
intended for Ryan to wear on his head so that when daddy's changing the diaper, the baby has something to play with.
No.
I was
No.
like, I'm pretty sure I used to make noises with my mouth and go.
Yeah.
Also,
Or just talk to the baby.
it
I don't
looks
know.
like he has a dildo on his head.
Yes. it
I'm
does.
pretty sure he's wearing a strap on.
Oh my God.
He's got upset because she felt like I was making fun of it. And I wasn't making fun of his mom, like she didn't invent it. It's a Shark Tank item, by the way.
Oh.
This guy has made bajillions of dollars with a strap-on
No.
dildo for dads. Okay.
I want to see the episode of Shark Tank and who the people were that,
Investor.
yeah, the investors. They had to all be men. There was no woman who was like, that's an excellent
And
idea.
we need that in the world.
And so speaking of showers, Amy and I were talking the other day. We were talking about a bed party for,
They're
yeah.
out of control.
And I had to explain to a mom like what it was. And I don't know. I've never been to one. I've only seen pictures of one or whatever.
Oh, people
And we
go
were
to that?
explaining it. Yeah.
This is
Right.
the thing.
So So apparently like your friends and family go to it and like everyone brings stuff to put on the bed of the
I
college
sent
student.
stuff for my nieces, but I didn't realize people go.
Okay, wait. I
Yeah.
didn't either. It's essentially a college shower, is what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
All
can't.
the merch
yeah.
from your college and stuff.
Yep.
I thought the mom buys all the
Yeah.
stuff that's on the bed.
So did I.
So did
That's
I.
And
not
I
a
thought these
plus.
moms spend thousands of dollars on merch.
I think they do,
It's
but in
part- yeah.
addition, people are inviting you to participate in the
Yes.
So
in the bed shower,
that's so
college
expensive.
shower.
College shit's expensive. If you have to
Yeah.
bring college shit to all your friends' shit,
Well, that's
we're gonna be
that's what
broke.
Amy said. She was like,
Like-
"Oh man, we gotta have less friends by the time
We're gonna be
graduation
broke.
comes."
I mean, just a
Seriously.
t-shirt, a college t-shirt's like $40.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, college showers, they're a thing.
College showers.
I mean, do you think
Don't
there's going
invite
to be
me, please.
a registry for those?
Oh my gosh.
Well, when
Yes.
Maddie was going away to UF, she didn't send Jill didn't send a registry. She just invited us and said, you know, it was clear that we bring a UF thing.
Yeah. Well, don't worry because Amy was like, by the time it happens, please have something you can make, design,
Correct.
so that we can purchase for all the people for all
Right.
the college
We'll,
showers.
we'll order
Fucking
something in bulk and Amy
Yes.
will create it and
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Personalize
We're
it.
going to be okay, guys.
So
But they have to
everybody,
be
you know,
personalized to each college.
yes,
Obviously, yeah. One of my friends, whose daughter's going to GW this year, I did buy her a really cool cup. Actually, Rachel Collins, Calling the Shots, sells these really cool cups, and you just put in what college, and it puts all the things that have to do with that college in the color. It's more like an acrylic cup that has
Oh.
something underneath it. It was really
Oh.
cool. Like she was
That's
like, "Oh my
cool.
gosh, it even has da 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 and da 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 da." I mean, things I would never know about George Washington University.
That's
But-
super cool.
So if anyone needs a cute college gift, go over
Rachel
to
calling the
Shop.
shots.
It was really cute. And the girl was really excited. She was excited about the things that were on it that
You guys, I bought myself a gift.
Oh, what'd you buy?
we share.
It's inspired by the pod. And I
Ooh.
thought maybe
Oh gosh.
you guys are going to get the first gift from it because
Oh.
you're my
Ooh.
podders. It's a coloring book for adults.
Oh, a sweary
Wow.
coloring book.
A
Oh, so
sweary
you're gonna
coloring
color
book.
us a picture?
I'm going to color you a picture.
I'm
Oh,
so
like
excited.
This one.
I'm gonna put it up right there.
Karma
I
is a
literally was
fucking
thinking that.
bitch.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to get
love
it.
it. Can I have that one? Can you make me that one?
I'm gonna put up an easel right here.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good one too.
That's
You
great.
guys, there's lots of good ones. And I was like, yes.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
where did you buy this?
I guess because everybody's talking about me swearing, it came on a pop-up on my Instagram or my
my
TikTok,
gosh.
and I
Oh.
fucking got it.
Oh, I like that one. I like
Yeah.
that
I'm
one.
the queen of fucking everything.
I like it.
Oh,
You guys,
that
how
has
fun is
been
it?
declared.
It's very fun.
Now I'm gonna.
I
have to
can't
order
wait.
A nice pack of markers because I want to use like pretty ones that are juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy markers are so good.
Ooh, I like the gel, like the smooth.
Mom had an amazing collection. Olivia is obsessed with primrose colored pencils.
Didn't you buy her them from your mom after your mom passed?
I bought her paint pens. They were like so
Mm.
expensive. And I was like, I'm never buying those for you. She wanted them for Christmas. And then I was like, this sucks because if my mom was alive, this is exactly what she would get her. Like the most
Mhm.
expensive yet,
Dumbest
Yeah.
right,
pens. Yeah.
unnecessary thing. So
Mhm.
we started a tradition that I wrap one gift in gold wrapping paper and put it under the tree. And that's the gift from my mom every year.
Aw.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. She usually saves it for last too. Like she's
Yeah.
like gets excited because she knows it's going to be like a good gift.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right. Really funny.
So primrose, not rose art, because rose art, I
No.
throw those crayons right in the trash.
Oh, I hate them.
Crayola snob only for
Yeah.
crayons.
Ticonderoga
Primrose.
pencils only.
Oh, Ticonderoga.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ticonderoga.
I really like the black
And
ones,
Sharpie
too.
markers.
Sharpie
Oh.
marker. Although
Oh.
I love a flare pen.
Art students couldn't afford Ticonderogas or all the good stuff, so
Ever.
I bought them because
Yeah,
I was like,
never.
"You're not using that shitty pencil in my classroom. Get it."
Oh no.
Yeah.
They don't sharpen. They don't erase. Like if
They
it's
don't
not a
erase. It's
Ticonderoga,
really, yeah.
Um,
I love a black Ticonderoga.
Just a recap from last episode where we talked about Erica and eye surgery. So the episode came out today. So she already listened to it and she gave me some feedback. She said that I
She got a
described
sneak-
the
she got a sneak
surgery.
preview.
No, she listened to it today already this morning.
Oh,
Yeah, she
I didn't
said
even do it
Super
yet.
fan.
she said love the podcast and that I could be her assistant because I explained the surgery perfectly.
Amazing.
That would be fun. And also she commented on the episode before that what she would do if she won the Powerball was to buy us all the surgery.
Friends.
the lens
Oh,
surgery.
we love that. Can
but
we
she
get that in
did-
writing?
Yes.
It
can
is
we
in
get that?
writing. It's
It
a
is in
comment on the
writing.
pod.
It's a comment
there
on the
you go.
podcast.
There you go.
But she said that if we wanted to know more, she'd be happy to come on and give us all the details
awesome.
and explain it to everybody.
Then we're
So,
really giving value. I don't think we're
I
supposed to.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
right.
that would be
I'm not
valuable
sure how the
information.
18 and under crowd would feel.
No.
Well, someday
No.
they're not going to be able to see just like
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
This is true.
There's
That it is a slippery slope with vision after 40
Yes.
You guys,
Brain
I also had
frogs.
somebody be like,
Brain
what is all the Nova
frogs.
that you guys are talking about? Like nobody understands Nova unless you went to Nova. So I do feel like we need to dedicate a little time to explaining why Nova was
Yes.
was so special.
Yeah.
And like what was Nova?
Long and the
Something.
short is it was a public school here in Broward County that received a lot of grants for many experimental programs to be run through our school. It was
K through 12. K through
a
12.
K through 12 school. One of the what I feel was the best part of going to Nova outside of the teachers was that you could live anywhere in Broward County and they would bus you to our school. So you didn't go to school with just your neighborhood kids necessarily. You went to school with kids from every neighborhood within Broward County. It was first come, first serve. So like the three of us, our parents put our names
When
on
I was born.
when we were born.
No,
and
literally, the way it worked was like Amy and I, because we both started in kindergarten. When I was born, my parents had my Nova application already filled out, except for my date of birth, my name, and my sex. And when my mom was still in the hospital, my dad brought the application to Nova, and that's how you got in by kindergarten.
Right.
If you waited a couple months, you were not getting into Nova.
So
until
I got
middle
in
school or
for
high school.
third grade. My mom said no because she didn't want to move me in the middle elementary school. Then I got in for sixth grade. Funny story. And my mom was like, "You're going." And I was like, "I'm absolutely not going. I'm going to middle school with my friends." And she was like, "It's not going to work for us." And I made a deal with her. Do you guys know this story?
No.
Oh, so I made a deal with her. I made her sign a contract that said if I went to Nova for middle school, that I could go anywhere I want for high school, even if it was private school. And like we signed it and she was like, yes. But she knew once I went to middle school, I was going to make friends and, not want to
The
leave.
negotiating started all the way back then.
It did. It did.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I like to call it a solution.
Yeah.
So when Amy and I got into elementary school, there were 2 elementary schools that fed one middle school that fed one high school. So we went to we didn't go to the same elementary school. And there was
No.
like, we had not
It was like
beef,
a
but like a
rivalry.
competition.
Yeah,
It was
like a
complete
rivalry.
rivalry. I went to
Yeah.
Blanche Foreman, the far superior elementary school, and Amy went to Eisenhower.
Oh my gosh.
No
Did you guys
comment.
have travel studies, Amy?
No.
That
comment.
She knows the
Okay.
answer to that question. She's just trying to rub it in.
No,
So
what was
Nova
the
Blanche
wait?
travel
What was your
studies.
question? Oh no, we didn't have travel studies.
She knows
We-
you didn't have travel
We
studies.
had
Okay.
studies in 4th and 5th grade, and our entire curriculum was like every month we had a different state that we studied, and everything came from that state. We talked about like
So you only learned about 9 states.
10 each year. And then at the end of the month,
'Cause there's
we went
50.
there. Right. But then we went
So
there, and we went ice fishing in Michigan, and we went to the top of the Empire State Building and the top of the Statue of Liberty. Like it was like a real hands-on learning. Then this bozo ends up wanting to be an elementary school teacher. And in my teaching social studies to elementary school students at UCF, the professor's like, well, how do you really teach? Like, how do you give them the experience of what each of those states is like? And I was like, don't you just go there?
Just go there.
oh my
At the end of the
gosh.
month with your class for free? Wasn't
Even-
free. I think we had to pay a little.
Eden, what's the capital of Michigan?
I went there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a minute. Ann Arbor.
No,
Oh.
but that it might as well be because that's where
Yeah.
University of Michigan is.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
What is it?
Lansing.
Yeah.
Lansing.
I was gonna
Okay,
give you
so
a
listen,
hint, but
geography wasn't exactly my strong suit, but I had a fucking lot of fun on all those trips. And
Yeah.
damn, the experiences that we had were just insane.
all right.
Bible
So
studies
any
was
of our
fun.
Nova peeps listening, you're welcome to start a debate in the comment section about which school is better, Eisenhower or
There is no question it was Blanche.
Yeah, or Blanche.
Eisenhower didn't even have walls that went all the way up to the top. You had to listen to
Oh
all
my
the other
gosh.
classrooms around you.
But that was one of the experiments.
That was one
I
of
know.
yeah, exactly.
so
Exactly.
And I loved all the teachers.
I mean, obviously, the
Well-
travel studies experiment failed because you can't even name the capital of one of the states that you went to.
But I
So
can tell
we'll
you that
just
I-
leave it at that.
I could take you ice fishing, and I fucking know how. You make a circle in the ice with the thing.
Yeah.
awesome. That should come.
Nova.
Wait, did you guys watch about the octopus? I need to know.
I
Oh,
literally
yes.
watched every
I did not.
episode at like 2 a.m. I started at the very first one from that dad. They're the cutest humans ever on the planet.
Unbelievable.
The
I agree.
boy,
I know.
I need to catch up. I'll be honest.
his
I need to catch up.
emotions,
I
and
only watched a few.
he's so in love with the
Special. He's like a
it's
special.
literally the most amazing. The dad's a vet or a dentist,
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the vet would have made
dentist.
sense
Yeah.
because he's fucking a bajillion octopi. Well, anyway, which one of you sent the article last night from Yahoo that now
I
they're trying to give-
did.
okay, so they're trying. I read the whole thing. They're trying to give
Mhm.
away the babies to like.
I will post the article.
Yeah,
Today or something.
professors or schools or whatever
Mhm.
that can take care of them. And my kids are in that magnet program.
Yes.
Duarte has all those giant tanks. So I sent it to Ellie and Gavin. And Gavin goes, I don't want to dissect an octopus. I was like,
Oh
I'm
my
not dissecting it,
God.
bozo.
No.
You're keeping it alive and like learning about its ecosystem and what it needs to live and learn and grow and all the things. I hope Ellie tells Duarte because I have zero hope with Gavin.
Did you guys take marine biology with Mr. Z?
No, I
Not
took it
with Mr. Z.
Sulukowski, who let us.
Oh, wait.
No, I took it with a
maybe it was
woman. What was her name?
Zulikowski. Maybe that was it. We called him Mr. Z.
Sulukowski.
I
The
don't
tall
yeah.
blonde hot guy.
Oh, no, definitely not. No, his name was Mr. Somebody put it in the comments. I don't remember. But maybe it wasn't in marine biology. Maybe we dissected a shark in biology.
No, we dissected a pig in
My
my
shark was
biology
pregnant.
class.
My shark was pregnant.
Did we dissect the same shark?
No, I think you know my story. And you made it your own.
I'm
Shark
like
was
literally
pregnant.
sure
Yeah.
that mine was pregnant.
No. I literally
I dissected a
its
pig.
uterus.
My mom wrote a letter,
And
so I didn't have to dissect a frog, you guys. I could not do the frog.
Did you do
Oh
the
my
cow's
God.
eye? We did a cow's
Yes.
eye.
Cow's
Did you do
eye,
a cow's eye?
yes.
That was
Did a
weird.
cow's eye.
We did
Definitely
not.
not a
Wait,
frog.
what year did you take biology as freshman?
Probably not, Amy, because we weren't on your track. We
No,
were on
I
the
definitely
Amy
didn't.
track.
I definitely did. I took it
as
sophomore
a
year.
freshman.
Do your kids ever
Yes.
talk about dissecting?
Yeah, Piper did an earthworm recently.
Let me
I
ask my
think.
Yeah,
kids if
I
they've
don't remember
dissected
what
anything.
Olivia
Did you guys see what my mom sent me last night? I think I forwarded it to you about John Wayne Bobbitt.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I read the whole
Let me read you-
article.
Let me read you the headline. John Wayne Bobbitt, whose wife famously chopped off his penis, has toes amputated due to contaminated water. And then Leslie says, poor guy's getting cut up like a salami.
I did read it. I think he has no toes left. All his toes are gone.
He's not going to have any members left.
But did you
All the
read
members are
why?
gone.
But did
The
you
water
read
was
why?
contaminated.
Water at the Marine base where he was in the 80s was contaminated. And like all these Marines have all kinds of ailments because of it.
That's
Like
That's
cognitive ailments, physical ailments.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the reason it's something with like his nerves and he like
Yeah,
can't
that
even
makes
feel
sense.
his feet. Can't even feel
That's
his feet.
terrible.
That is awful.
Well,
No good deed.
no penis and no toes.
I know. Terrible. Well,
Poor
they
dude.
had reattached his penis. Okay. They found it. She threw it out the window. The police recovered it. They reattached it. So
Poor police. I hope they got a bonus for that.
yeah.
'Cause that was never.
Could
in
you
the job
imagine?
description.
Like, I
I could
remember
imagine.
the story, but like when I read the article, I was like, I don't remember those exact details, but that's whack. Like,
Totally.
you guys, one other thing. So I've been listening, I told you I was listening to all the Mel Robbins podcasts. I'm obsessed with her. And I told you about the one, like the 3 things you should do like every day and wake up
Yes.
in the morning. Today.
I
So
did
I've
that
been
one day.
trying to be really good about not looking at my phone
Yeah.
right away. And so I was like, okay, it's a new week. It's a new day. Last night I went to sleep. I'm like, I'm going to wake up. I was not driving to St. Thomas this morning. So I was like, I'm going to wake up. I'll set my alarm a little bit later. I just need to make sure Piper gets out the door. I don't have to wake up to be prepared to drive. And then I'll get dressed. I'm going to work out, like whatever. I'm not going to look at my phone right away, all the things. So of course I wake up with like 20 minutes before Piper needs to leave. I like sit there for a minute, brush my teeth, all the things. Go make sure Piper's like ready to go. Don't look at my phone. I go and make my lemon water in my
gosh.
cup. Okay. And then I'm asking Piper, did she get all her homework and studying done last night before she went to bed? Whatever. Now it's like, I don't know, maybe 11 minutes before Piper needs to walk out the door. And I walk back in my room and I'm like, oh, let me look at my phone. Hi, Sophia was throwing up last night. She's not going to school. So now I have to drive. I'm like the one day
Amy.
message like 45 minutes earlier. And of course, the one day I don't look at my phone, now I have like 9 minutes.
Why I don't
to get
follow
ready.
any rules? If
But I
said
will
that,
tell you.
no.
But I will tell you, it was like kind of a blessing in disguise because I said I was going to wake up, make sure she got out the door, get dressed and work out. I was like, no, she's going to walk out the door and I'm staying in my pajamas and getting back in bed. But because I needed to get dressed, I was like, okay. So I got dressed, took her to school, came in through the garage and got right on the treadmill. So it
good
was
for you.
guys.
Good
But
for
yeah,
you.
of course, the one day I'm like, I'm not looking at my phone. There was
You
a
know what your
very-
sister, Heather, our favorite Herman, texted me
What?
after our last podcast or
Yes.
the one where we talked about you make rules and
Shout
Amy,
out Heather,
Oh, yes.
Mr. Fuzzy.
she said, no rules, just right.
No rules. Just
Yeah. Thanks.
That's why
Alpha.
she's my favorite Herman.
yeah. Thanks,
Is that
Heather.
from Alpha?
Favorite female
Super
Herman.
fan. Super
Favorite female
fan. I
Herman.
was also
So
typing a message to someone who on Boondoggled commented, did we really need to know her cup of H2O being split so someone could have some of her pop?
Yes. Who wrote that?
Well, first of all, we didn't split her cup of water.
No,
I said
she
you-
got a cup
I
of
said-
water because she didn't drink soda.
I
and
may have
couldn't eat
misheard.
soda.
Understandable. We split the 2 slices of pizza, not the cup of water.
Who wrote that?
But I have no idea. Whoever that
So
is.
some random is watching us and critiquing that Amy gave me her soda and she got the cup of
Yes.
water for $1.25.
Okay.
Wait.
So what else?
I'm going to send you a picture. I made a candle out of an orange and it's supposed to keep the bugs away and it smells so good. But how random is this? So my friend Kara
Sent it or
posted this morning and I was like, oh my God, I did that yesterday too. My kids think I've lost it.
Is it a birthday candle? What kind of candle's inside it?
It's like
No
a citronella
candle.
It's
Yeah, it's like a
just-
natural citronella candle. You cut the orange in half and then you
Right.
take out the fruit, but you leave the white pulp in the
Yep.
middle. And
Oh,
that's
and that-
it.
That's your wife.
And then
Got
you
it.
put either coconut oil or olive oil or whatever kind of oil you want. And then it did take like
Who
a minute or
posted it?
two with me like using the flame candle lighter thing, like the windproof one,
Oh,
to
good.
dry out the pulp. And then it worked. It was so
No.
fun.
I can't remember who posted it on their Instagram story, but it said pro tip, use coconut oil instead of, I don't know, whatever
Oh,
oil.
That's interesting.
But who
I used olive
posted-
oil because that's what I had. And
course you
that was my after school project for no reason. Thanks.
So we took a break. And I don't remember what we were talking about before the break,
Yeah.
but I went to use
Brain
the
fog.
restroom. And thank goodness for my quick reflexes because like I leaned over to flush the toilet and my earpiece fell out and I like
worst.
literally caught it. I mean, the toilet was flushing, the water was going down. I
Oh,
literally caught
God.
it before it fell in the
This
toilet.
is awesome. That
I
is
cannot.
fantastic.
I was like, yes.
Can we ask everyone if they're having all the glitches that we're having with our phones? Like, I'm not.
Oh my gosh. Our phones will not let
Seriously?
us talk to each other.
No, because literally we'll be on the phone and we get call failed maybe 12 times every phone call.
It's
Yeah.
a little ridiculous.
Only
Can't
several
click-
times a
Can't
day.
use a button. Like if I try to merge, I can't hit the merge button. Sometimes they can't even hang up. It's so weird.
Or sometimes we sound
morning-
like robots. Ever since like that, remember that day that the whole AT&T, was it AT&T and Verizon?
Yeah.
But I
Had
don't
like
have
that
AT&T.
major outage. I have
Yeah.
AT&T, but I know, I feel like ever since then, or maybe it was the solar eclipse, but it's been happening long before
No,
that,
well, before this.
actually.
Yeah, like for
Yeah.
forever.
You guys remember last week I told you the story about our friend Lauren and her Zelle situation?
Yes.
Did I tell you she got all the money back?
No,
That's
I'm so
awesome. How did that
happy.
happen?
So, you know, she has her relocation business and she relocates them into like assisted living facilities or, you know, nursing homes or what have you. And so I guess she had been working with a client and moved them out. And when the client went to pay her, she sent her phone number for Zelle, not realizing that she mistyped the last digit of her phone number.
Oh.
So, the money for that job went to a complete stranger who refused to return it and stopped answering their calls and started blocking their number. And so she had posted on Facebook, and everyone in the Facebook group was like, post her phone number. We'll just, you know, blast her with messages. My sister and Lisa were like, we're going to set alarms for 3:00 in the morning and just start calling her. But they reached out to Zelle, and Zelle was basically like, I mean, we can't really reverse the
Sorry.
transaction, but we'll like put in a claim and see what we can do. And obviously she was like heartbroken and
Yeah.
devastated, completely devastated, because, you know, it's a lot of work and a lot of money, and just kind of feeling helpless. But I reached out to her and she has no idea what happened, but all is well in the world because she got her money back.
So
The
crazy.
lesson is from Lauren that if you're ever Zelling someone or trying to receive a Zelle from someone, make sure to send a very small amount of money and make sure that, yes, like to make sure, yes, establish the contact, make sure that it goes, you know, send $1 or whatever, make sure it goes to the right person before you send the large sum of money to avoid that happening. But I freak out every single
feel like
time
I
I
haven't-
send money.
The only problem with that story on this podcast is that's useful information.
Yes, that is useful information. Damn. All right.
Right.
Sorry guys.
Sorry to
impart
teach you
actual
something.
knowledge.
Wait, but didn't one of the
Didn't
girls
mean it.
tell you
It
that
was a
they learned
mistake.
so much? And I was like, what did they learn? There's nothing to learn here. Like,
Yeah.
I can teach you
Now.
something.
So
This is
good.
the best pepper ever. Do you get the
is it?
rainbow? Why
I
is it
do.
blurry? I bought them for you because you don't go to Trader Joe's.
I
The
don't.
rainbow-
I can't stand that parking lot.
They're rainbow peppercorns from Trader Joe's, and they're so delicious.
Do you know that's why I don't go to Whole Foods, Amy? I refuse to go into that parking
That
lot.
parking lot.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Remember
It's
when
the worst.
Gatsby's was there in that parking lot?
Oh, Gatsby's was the greatest.
Oh,
Bring
guys.
Gatsby's back.
For those of you who weren't around in the Gatsby days or didn't live in South Florida, Gatsby's was huge. Like,
It was
how
in
many?
the early 2000s.
Oh my God, it was so fun. There was like a sports bar, but billiard club, and it was huge. And there were
Yeah.
big, cushy booths that were so
Yeah.
comfy for like a large group to sit in.
Yeah.
Yummy.
It was a hangout.
food. It was a hangout.
He and I had our
Wow.
30th birthday party there.
Yes, we did.
Where is there somewhere like that? I guess CJ
There's
Black's is
not.
like,
No, it's not.
but not the
lounge
same.
restaurant.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
This
CJ
place
Black's
was
is
a
restaurant. This was like a
Yeah.
loungy, like hangout.
Yeah.
Restaurant, bar,
But not a
lounge,
club.
It was like a
billiards.
bar, billiards, and then that really nice lounge room.
Yeah.
The lounge
that's
room was
party.
like-
there was like one pool table in there.
Yeah.
That lounge
But
room was like
everything
the
was
greatest party spot.
Fantastic.
And the food was so good.
I don't remember the food. Oh,
They
No.
had really good food.
Yeah, I don't really remember the food either.
I don't remember what the food was. I just rememred that it was good.
did they have
Yeah.
sushi there?
They did. And sashimi, we would get like tuna tataki, I feel like.
That I kind of
Yeah.
remember. That was a fun
that was a spot, you guys.
It
That
was.
fun.
But
And
do you
then I got-
remember back in the day, across the street from there was
Yes.
Davy Ale House?
Davy Ale
Yeah.
House.
Oh my
That-
gosh,
yeah,
that
that place?
Remember Davy Ale House in
Yeah.
the summers, Amy?
Oh my gosh, that place.
Was it Wednesday night, Thursday night? We lived there.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's still
Yeah.
there, right?
it's
but-
called Miller's Ale House.
Oh,
now.
Miller's Ale House, but
But
I
we're
don't-
not all 20, so it's
we're
very.
not all- do people even
Now
go
we
there?
go
Wait,
there.
but
with,
do you
like-
remember in high school next to the ale house was Miami Subs, that's now Flanagan's, and that is
Yeah.
where we went after every high school football game.
High school football game.
The Miami
It
Subs
was,
park.
yep,
Yeah,
the parking lot. Yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
What
Oh
in
my
God's
gosh.
name?
And the car shows they would have on
Why are we
Friday
so
nights.
old?
I don't know. It's so sad. It's
The funny
so
part is
incomplete.
Plantation High School used to meet at the bank
What bank?
off Marcano and University. The bank.
Like at the
parking lot.
bank?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. That was
They
their
robbing
spot.
it?
Like, no, everyone just used to meet there.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
I
know
don't think everyone went to the Miami Subs parking lot, but certainly our crew did. What did we
Yeah.
do?
Well, same. That's with anything.
What did we do there? Nothing?
Ate pita because that's
No,
all we could.
I
No,
don't
we
think-
fingers.
I don't
By
even-
dinner time, we shared a chicken finger sub.
now.
We were
Yeah.
like allowed to spend.
Oh, I
Three.
like the gyros from Miami Subs.
Oh, I
Those were my
love
favorite.
gyros, Amy.
Yeah,
I love gyros.
yeah.
Amy hates them.
That's not.
you
a
don't
me.
like them?
Nope.
Really?
She won't
Not a
do the
lamb
meat.
girl. No
Yeah.
lamb for me.
Mary had
What's that other place that I love gyros? Oh, Geronimo's.
Oh,
Geronimo's.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Oh, Geronimo's.
Geronimo's.
We have some Geronimo's.
Gosh,
Memories
all the
too.
old hangout.
Wait, do you remember they
They
had
had
that
so many.
strawberry goat cheese chicken something? I don't know if it was a
It was
sandwich
a
or a
salad.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was a salad. I just used to love their black bean soup.
When did we
too.
hang out at Geronimo's? Like, what year was that?
I
So
feel like
fun.
I went there a lot with like you and Nicole and Michelle.
That's true.
I was
So it
gonna say
has
All
to
we
the
be-
time.
Was
And
it
then all
right
the
before we
days.
were married? Maybe.
I mean, yes.
I mean, it
because
was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Definitely.
my
definitely.
homecoming date was the bartender.
At Geronimo's?
Yes.
Yeah. But he wasn't the bartender at the time we went to homecoming.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
clarify.
I was like, wait a minute.
No,
how could
he
that
was a
be?
high schooler when we went to high school.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just
We hung out
clarifying.
there years ago. I think he was either in law school or a lawyer and with the bartender at Geronimo's, right? Something like that. I don't know. He was a nice. funny
He was
guy.
really nice kid.
Yeah.
He's the reason I'm friends with Jamie.
He is the reason you're friends with Jamie because
Really?
That was Jamie's boyfriend. And,
Mm.
Not when I took him to homecoming, and
Oh,
I
okay.
did not. I wasn't dating him. I just took him because he was Amy's boyfriend's friend, and it was going to be more fun.
Oh.
right.
And Jamie
Yeah.
didn't get mad. Even
I think
she's not
she
mad
probably
25
had
years later.
She had another boyfriend by then, so I don't think it mattered.
No, she
But,
did not.
um,
And no, she's not mad at me. 25 years later, we laugh.
Yeah.
Right. He broke up with her at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night. And he's like, I just broke up with Jamie. And I was like, why? Okay, wait, what do you need?
I
And
feel
he's
like I remember this now.
none
It's
of
all
her
coming back.
none of her friends can get phone calls this late. Can she call you? I was like, oh my God. That was the
Yeah.
beginning of
Jerk.
cleaning up guys,
Yes.
my guy friends' messes, I feel
I
like.
now remember.
So I called her, or she called me actually, because her phone couldn't ring either.
Mm.
And she was like hysterical, and like I talked her through it or whatever. And then we were kind of like, all right, this
Want to be
looks
friends?
yeah. And then she was like, hey, do you want to come to Plantation's football game at Piper on Friday night? And I was like, yeah, sure. I was going to go to the game anyway. And so she's like, we can go together. And that's when it happened. So thanks to
That's
him.
when it all began. Remember when we? Oh my God, I have so many memories that we could tell stories of.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
I know what we forgot to talk about. We had a long conversation about yearbook, and our editor in chief from our junior year, who we loved tremendously, is very
Tremendously. We love
we
her.
love you, Jen Avedon Levine. Is very upset that we didn't mention one specific story from her.
No, we're never mentioning.
Oh my
that.
God.
What are you doing?
That's so dumb.
Ugh.
What's
God.
the story?
Absolutely unbelievable. I guess when we talked about doing this, we said we'd be our authentic self.
Right. So you have to tell all the stories. So we shared a yearbook section that we were editors of, and our deadline was coming early, and we had to go to school on a Saturday.
So messed up. And we only had the key to one door. So we had the key for the outside door. Like we couldn't get into the hallway. Like
Right.
we could only
Couldn't get into the main
out
building. Yeah.
exterior door of this one classroom.
Then we realized we had to go potty.
After hours of being there and stopping.
And a big gulp of Mountain Dew. Literally, this
I definitely didn't have Mountain Dew, by the way.
I did, for sure.
For sure.
And
we had to pee.
in the sink in the yearbook.
Yep, we did.
Oh my God.
We like took turns blocking
Oh
the
my
window.
God. I mean, you
And-
guys, we are so lucky there were not
Gavin
cameras everywhere like
literally
there are
is
now.
like, it's not fair. You guys had it so much easier. I'm like,
I
the
mean-
pranks my brother and his crew did at Nova. I mean, you have no idea what went on, but we literally had to squat and pee in the sink and
Oh my
obviously
God.
wash it out really good. And then like, we had no, like literally we had no choice. And then we went to leave.
And the gates were locked. Eden's car was caught in the parking lot, no way out. And we were like,
Oh my
damn
God.
it.
And then we had to get picked up and pick up my car on Monday.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember all of the pranks that people would pull at school? Do you remember how many times they got on the intercom?
Yep. How about
mean,
remember Vote for Bob?
vote
Vote
for
for
Bob.
Bob.
That
Did
was
Bob
by
win?
far. I'm pretty sure Bob probably won.
He was
I-
like the write-in.
Oh
He
my
was the
gosh.
write-in vote. You
Heard that.
I don't think
I
we-
definitely don't
I-
remember.
I think
I
it
just
was
remembered we
either-
were having our election. But it was a group of boys.
Yes.
Just use their first names.
I think it was either Jacques or Joey.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll care.
But I remember, so we were having our student council elections or whatever, and all of a sudden, all around the school was a campaign for Bob.
Bob.
Bob,
Vote for Bob.
who obviously
No last
didn't
name.
exist, obviously
Bob.
didn't exist, but had a very good campaign to the
Amazing.
point that I'm pretty sure Bob won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was very fun.
But he
Remember
did
the
it.
blackout
Good
of Nova when we had no
every
power
day,
and we just
like,
didn't have school for a week?
yeah, I mean,
That
it
was
happened all the time.
That was so fun.
It happened all the time that our power went out or the school got flooded.
Didn't we make that a yearbook theme at one point?
Yes, I think so.
I think that was
I
our-
could pull out all my yearbooks. I obviously have
Yeah.
them. There, we did make it a theme, I think, one year. The lights out or something.
Yeah. And
electric
by the way,
or shock. It's black with iridescent something.
Yes.
we had a lot of fun. What were we talking about earlier that we were like, let's wait and talk about that in the podcast?
Brain frog. Oh, it was when we were talking about how many minutes you have left. That Amy
Oh
said,
my God.
maybe that's why we have so many issues with our phone. Maybe Verizon's like, we need to start charging you by the minute because you
talk
guys
too much.
go all over, like over all the minutes, all the days.
So when my
Yeah.
dad would speak to my aunt, my mom's sister,
But first backtrack for all of our, 13 to 18 demographic that
Oh,
don't
geez.
know how it works.
oh, fair.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah. Cell phones back in the day, you paid by the minute. So I, on my first cell phone, had 30 minutes a month.
I think
I
our
mean-
first were like 10 minutes a month.
I mean,
No, that was your first.
Yeah,
not
no,
My
my-
first
I
was
did
10
not-
minutes a month.
I did not get a cell phone because I had a pager. We all had pagers,
We-
beepers.
The kids don't
Oh my
even know
God.
what people's was, but
No.
our cell phones were not for us to communicate with our friends or our
No.
parents. It was in the event of an emergency only.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
end. Like
Yeah.
the end. There was no
And-
texting. There was no pictures. It
No.
didn't do any of that. It was literally a phone and
Yeah.
you could dial numbers on it. And
No, but do you remember the first text messages? Like, okay, you would have to, if you wanted to say hi, you would have to be like, what number is
H.
Five.
whatever the number was? You'd have to like tap the 4 twice
Yes.
and then wait till it regenerated and then tap the 4 3 times. And that was
times.
HI.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Wait, but do you
Kids-
remember my
They don't
favorite
know the
thing-
struggle. Like, do you know how
What-
long it would take to write a text message?
What
Yeah.
about when we didn't have cell phones at all and we were sending messages via pager with
Yeah.
codes 143 823 14? I mean, like what? The best. I miss it.
And then we
Yeah.
used to have to find a payphone.
And then
Oh my
we and
God.
put a quarter in, which is now not a quarter, I don't think. Even though are there payphones anywhere?
Yeah, it was like,
Um,
who has a payphone?
I don't know.
I saw one somewhere. I took a
So the
picture.
Oh my gosh.
pay-
So
what-
if I find a payphone, I'm going to call you guys.
You
See what
should.
happens.
Well,
I
we
think-
won't answer.
Do you
'cause we
even
won't know.
remember?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Yeah, I wonder what
obviously-
number it would say on the caller ID.
Yeah.
Payphone?
What are you
Which-
saying
when you
about your
get-
dad?
Oh, my dad so he would talk to my aunt who was a very big talker. and my dad is not a very big phone talker. And my aunt would keep going. My dad would go, I mean, this is as of like last year. He'd be like, Ellie, I gotta go. I'm running out of minutes. And I'm
The greatest ever.
like, Dad, what is wrong with you?
It's fantastic.
He talks a lot.
Do you remember how much trouble we would get in if we went over our minutes and our bill was like,
Well, do you remember how much it costs to go
the
over?
bill
your
would be
minutes?
absolutely insane.
But it was
I
like
never-
$39 for 30 minutes.
But then the next upgrade was it was free talk after 7 p.m.
Yes.
Right. First, I think it was after 9, and then it moved
I'll
up
call
to
you after
7.
7.
Yeah, I'll call you after 9. I'll call you after 9.
Yeah.
Or incoming calls were free, outgoing calls cost money. So you'd call someone and hang up. And
Yes.
then
And they could call you back.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck,
But
you guys?
Right.
I mean, it was a
Crazy.
struggle. We really
You know
had
what we
to
should
find...
do with each of our kids separately and then make a whole video of it is like that whole thing where they're like, how would you roll down the window? And they go like that. And we go, like that.
Yes.
How do you
Yes,
answer the
I've seen
phone?
that.
And they go like that. And we go like, remember Nicole? With
Nicole, she'd go, okay, bye. And close it like a
Click.
flip phone.
click. And everybody else went like this. And Nicole would go, we love you, Nicole.
Yes, Nicole. I think
That's
about that all the
hilarious.
time. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
We used to have it like a banana.
remember
like-
my sunroof that you had to open like this?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes, the crank roof.
The crank.
my eyes.
Remember
It's-
our car?
I hate that.
I had a
Yeah.
74 gold Sunbug with a crank open sunroof, and Amy and I
She's exhausted.
literally
That car is
knew
as exhausting as Eden is, quite honestly.
we knew how to change the belt.
Yep.
We had to do
We had
that
to do
often on the side
everything.
of the road on the way to the beach. We had to
Yeah.
know how to do all the things.
One time on the side of the turnpike.
There's a
snake.
picture of you in the yearbook in your bug.
Of course there is. My
It was a page about like superstitions or
over
something.
the
kissing the
railroad
sunroof when
tracks?
you go through a yellow light or
Yellow
Yeah,
light.
right. I thought it was railroad tracks. I don't know
Yeah,
what
wait,
I-
what did you do?
you kissed your fingers and kissed the sunroof. I mean,
What the hell?
What a bunch of.
No.
Did any of you drink water as a child like you did
Never.
now?
never.
No.
I drank Sunny Delight, Capri Sun, apple juice,
Apple
cranberry
juice, for sure. Milk.
I mean, but
We
did you
Orange
always have a
juice.
drink with you like we do now?
No.
Never drank milk and never had a drink with me.
Never
Right.
had a
And
no.
definitely never drank water. Like I don't even remember like when did plastic bottles become like a cool thing? You know what I mean? Not
I
like
mean,
cups. But
We were
remember
even- well, it had to be at
I don't remember
like
them
high school.
being-
I mean, because we drank like Snapple. Remember Snapple? And it was in
Snapple.
Glass.
Yes, but in high
Oh,
school,
Snapple. I could
I used
drink
to drink
like
Evian
Snapple.
water in a bottle. I always had
In
a
high
bottle.
school?
I stopped drinking soda when I was 12 years old because somebody told me that it caused zits, and I was like, "Oh, never drinking again." I mean, have I ever had soda since?
Sometimes you just gotta love a Coke.
Snoop and Dre's gin and juice in a can.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was that just coming out? That should have been
Yeah.
the first.
I-
How
thing.
did
yeah.
we not know about this until
Well,
this
because
now?
they
I
the
know.
marketing people weren't as good then as
I'm
they
a little
were now.
disappointed because I
Clearly.
know somebody who's a huge beverage marketer.
Marketer.
Like, she doesn't really dabble in the alcohol part of drinks, but yeah, Dre and Snoop and Dre came out with a new drink. Hey,
About
Snoop,
time.
hey, Dre, feel free to sponsor us.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
It's
Let us
gin
taste
and
your
juice.
gin
Yes.
and juice.
we always are
Hey.
looking for sponsors.
Vodka seltzer, Sunny D vodka seltzer.
Oh,
Ooh.
Remember though, you know when you're
Yes, I couldn't drink Sunny D.
so tart and sweet.
when you something's so sweet and
Yeah,
it hurts
like
behind your
clenches.
ear. I
just
literally
liked regular
saw
orange
this
juice.
Sunny D vodka seltzer at Publix, and I was like, I think it's better."
So growing up in my house, you won't be surprised, but we had like no sugared cereal.
Same.
We had
Okay.
apple juice that was usually like watered down,
Yeah.
natural orange juice, no Sunny D,
Yep.
no soda. We drank milk. I remember my dad loved Oreo cookies, so my mom would buy them, but they would be like all the way on the
At
top
the
shelf
top,
where we
yep.
couldn't reach them. And it would
Yeah.
be like a special treat that my dad would let us have an Oreo cookie. And then, we would go, I mean, there were 4 of us. And my mom cooked dinner every night. We sat down as a family for dinner,
Right.
even like in the midst of like all of our activities. If it was 9:30 at night, we always sat down for dinner together. But, oh my God, brain frog. Literally have no idea what I was going to say.
literally.
But Danielle's
you know-
mom was also.
You know what this makes me think? I'm the worst mom ever because we
Okay.
never can sit down and have dinner together because this
Oh,
one
we
has
sit down.
practice 6 to 7:30 and this one has practice 7:30 to 9 and this. So last week I told the kids, I think I'm going to start making you dinner at like 3:34. You can
Yeah.
all sit down and eat together.
Yes.
And then
have a
after your
cereal at dinner,
activities,
like
you could
later.
have like a snack,
A
like
snack,
cereal
yeah.
or whatever.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like last week
Yeah.
they had
At
they had
9:45.
tacos at 4:00 and they had,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
I mean,
literally
it's a good idea.
9:45. They're air frying chicken because they're starving after practice.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
But then it's like, instead of snack time after school, it's dinner time after school, snack time
Snack
after
time later.
practice.
That's what I
Right.
told them last week.
Pivot. Yeah.
Pivot.
Yeah. No, and I
Only
remember
took
like
17 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to it would be like a treat on Friday night if we would go to, there was a specific pizza place by our house and we were allowed to have 1 cup of soda and it was like the
best thing
biggest
ever.
deal ever. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But other
My-
than that, it was family
Clearly,
meals
my
at
dad
home.
was a soda guy, so we had soda at my
Yeah.
house all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove by your old house last night on the way to Quarter Deck.
Took a
So
detour.
funny.
Yes.
That's
You
so
just
funny.
And I
felt like
couldn't remember if it was
reminiscing.
7th Street or 8th Street. I
Oh
couldn't
yeah, you
remember.
did text me.
Yes, I did
That's
text you. I
sweet.
was like, oh,
Yeah.
I just need to drive by. Jamie was blown away by, because she was in the car. We were in the car together. Jamie was blown
Other
away
Jamie.
by the acres. Yes,
Mm.
Jamie. Soccer mom Jamie
Soccer
was
mom.
blown. She was just like, I don't feel like I'm in Florida. She's like, there's
Mhm.
so many trees and like the houses are
Animals.
so far apart. And
So the people who live directly behind me, we do have like a lot of privacy trees in the back, but there's like one spot where the trees didn't grow as high. They've gotten higher since we've lived here because Bo has worked diligently to like fertilize and try to get them to grow higher or whatever. But yeah, let me see if I can find the picture. I don't know what my neighbors do. They're very nice people. They have tortoises back there. Tortoise.
tortoise.
Or tie.
I don't know. Tortoises.
Multiple
Anyway,
tourists.
they're
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool people. It's like multi-generational, but they seem to collect like almost carnival like items. Like,
Wait, I knew about the tortoise. I did not know about this.
okay, so it's like they have a giant brick building that's really like a warehouse, but it looks like a brick house almost, but
Yeah.
Ish.
house in it. There, like, there's a giant subway sign in there and like a big clown thing I've seen when I drive down that road, not from my backyard, like all kinds of carnival, like cotton candy makers, things like that. So the other day I am like looking out the window, I guess, oh my gosh, and there is a giant ice cream, like swirly
treat.
ice cream, like a twisty treat. Remember
Yeah.
twisty treat was in
Yes.
the building of a cone with that. All I can
Yes.
see is the ice cream on the top over.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, guys, there's a twisty treat in my backyard. Hold
Oh my
on.
gosh.
Mm.
My eyes are really tired today. Oh, that's better. I don't know why, but I do like those glasses, Eden.
Thanks.
I don't know if you guys can notice, but my lip is all swollen right here.
No.
Amy, I didn't
Oh,
tell you what
no,
happened. So you can kind of see it a little bit. I
Yeah.
had it was like a big, like a blood blister almost. You know, I borrowed your stadium seat.
Right.
I was backed in the parking garage at the University of Tampa, and there was like enough room just for the
Gates.
tailgate to open. But I like squeezed back and I took it off my arm and like the corner of it hit my lip. Oh my
Ah.
God. It took my breath away so bad. Piper was like, Mom, are you okay? I couldn't get words out for like I was like, and then it was just like,
Thank God
was
it
like
didn't
just-
hit your tooth.
oh, seriously?
It would have chipped it.
Yes.
Literally.
Thankfully, it just hit my lip, but the whole ride home, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't. Okay, so before we go, I think we need to give a shout out to our 2 super fans of the week, Elayna and Lila, right?
yes.
Super
Yep.
fans. Anybody else?
I don't think my daughter is as much of a super fan as the rest of your girls' soccer team.
My own
Wait.
daughters are not super fans. They
Okay.
are, what is
I was
the
like,
opposite?
no, I'm pretty sure
of
my
a
kids are
super
like,
fan?
Mom, what is this? What is
The
this?
opposite of
Oh.
a super fan was Olivia's
Fate.
You have
Which
no
was-
idea.
Yeah. Yeah. All the girls were at Amy's house to do film review. So the whole team was there and coach was there. Coach who anonymous because he doesn't like names, pictures,
dropping.
videos, all the things. So he was there doing film review with them and all the girls started coming in and they were all piling up together on the couch and Amy.
Yeah, one of the girls was like, "Oh, I listened to your old podcast," and Olivia was like, what?
Actually,
Actually listen to the whole thing? She was disgusted and mortified.
I remember some of them met me
Like-
last week for like the first time, and they were like, "That's the third one from the podcast."
yeah, no,
Yeah, Lynn is-
neighbor like literally couldn't care less. And yesterday I picked her up from school and I had it on in the car when she got in, but it was like partway through. She was like, what is this? Like,
Yeah, I think.
but
my
then
kids
she
always
like
need
listens, but
to-
she doesn't want to like act like she's interested.
But you think she really is?
Yeah. Oh, and
My
the
kids,
funniest
I think,
thing,
only watch the reels on like Insta or TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
Yeah.
like invested in watching the full 40-minute anything ever. Of
but
me.
a while back, I started listening to all of my podcasts that I listened to on 1.25 speed.
Oh,
So
always.
actually, when she got in, it was on 1.25 speed. She goes, why do you guys talk so fast though? Well, we do talk fast sometimes. And then at 1.25 speed, it's like, it's like really fast.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we're like talking slow because our brains can't work as
Yeah.
fast as our mouth needs to
Right.
work. And so then it sounds normal.
My suggestion for all our listeners is to absolutely put this on 1.45.
1.25.
Oh my God.
to get through
I
it.
think it's too fast at 1.5. Like,
Oh, we're because we talk too fast for that.
yes. Yeah.
Some
1.25.
podcasts I
It's
have
the
put up
speed for all
2 times.
podcasts. All podcasts, 1.25.
Yeah, I actually like when I download things off of Netflix when we take flights, and on the phone app you can speed up
Mm.
the
Video,
show
the shows
For Netflix?
for
I
Netflix,
don't know
and
if
I
I could watch
always-
shows in
Oh,
full
I can't.
faster
Do they like
speed.
they're like always running? Like I don't understand.
sometimes, but then
No.
it just becomes normal that they're fast-paced people, you know? Like,
My problem is like, cause I'll like when I work out, I have the TV in front of me. And my problem is that I like some of the shows, like you can't hear. Like, I'm like, why is the volume so low? Like, even though the volume on the TV is so loud, like the volume of the conversations and stuff is sometimes so low that I struggle to hear. If it was fast,
you would
I-
never.
I
always
miss
have
half the things they were
captions.
saying.
That
I
reminds
also
me of
always
when
have
we had
masks.
to wear masks.
Well, that makes sense.
Remember when we had to wear masks and I was deaf because I couldn't hear? Okay.
Wait, okay, so obviously Will works for Zoom, and so he's on Zoom calls all day in the office.
So loud.
And some people are so loud, and I'm like, can you turn that down? He's like, no, because there's other people on the call
Or
They
like
talk normal.
so softly that if I
Yeah.
look, I can't just keep going up and down, up and I'm like, I get that, but like, oh my gosh, some of those people are. I'm like, are they screaming at you? Like,
This
Are
is
they-
how I feel sometimes on our actual like phone calls on the phone. Because when Eden talks, a lot of times I have to turn the volume down.
same.
Yeah. But that's with Lisa too. And
Oh,
like
it's
when
not just you.
oh,
You're not the only
when
loud.
oh no, when I'm like driving or whatever, and you know, it goes to voicemail on Lisa's, it's like
she screams.
so loud. It's shocking. It is shocking, and you might
Shocking.
crash. So be careful.
Oh my gosh, it's
Don't
hang
crash.
up before Lisa's voicemail picks up.
Yes, make a
Maybe
note.
we need to call her voicemail and hear her.
There are way too
Oh
many.
my gosh, she never answers. So I literally is a person who never answers their phone. We should call her. So you could
I
listen.
have that friend. Her name is Allie.
Okay,
Allison.
wait.
Allison
Should
also
we
doesn't
see-
answer anything else.
Or
So
text
we
message.
see how loud it. What day is today? She's probably. Oh no, she's might be done
It's
working. But
Tuesday.
let's.
Slide
let's
on.
see.
Quick before Amy has to go.
Okay, hold on.
I have to go, you guys.
Put it really close to your microphone.
Hey,
Oh my
She
gosh.
answered.
what?
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Oh, we're on the podcast, and I was saying
Oh
how
gosh.
there's like certain people that like you have to change the volume of your phone when you talk to them. But yes, but specifically your voicemail, like if I'm driving in the car and like I have, you know, the volume at like a normal volume, for whatever reason, when your voicemail picks up, it's super loud and very jarring.
Oh my gosh, you shouldn't even let it get that far. I'm never listening to the message.
I just
Ever,
said that.
ever,
So the
ever.
here is.
Yeah,
hang
but do
up.
you know that now
You can answer when the voicemail is happening?
right.
Yeah.
So like if your phone goes to voicemail, you can like if I'm calling you, yeah.
I just want to.
You
I don't know
don't
how to
say.
do that without accidentally picking it up. Like, I'm like, just keep leaving the message.
Well, because it has those buttons at the bottom, and it's like, especially if you're on another call, it's like
it's immediate confusion. Like the
every
moment you
time,
say,
and it's
like,
the same
send to
buttons every
voicemail.
time.
Send
It's
to voicemail.
Same button every time. It's hold and accept, send a voicemail, end and accept. And no matter what, I feel like I choose the wrong
yes
one.
or,
Yes.
Like, no,
I have one friend who
yes, I want to talk to that
always-
person. No, I don't. I'm so lucky that I answered the phone. It was only because it was.
We know, we talked about that too.
We just talked about the fact that you never answer your phone.
We were actually calling to hear your voicemail and you actually picked up. And it
Wait,
was
Now Lisa has to do the outro.
Who do you think the other person is that we have to turn it down for, Lisa?
Someone that we know.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
What?
We'll give you 3
Are they
hints.
in my family?
Well, no, we'll give you 3 hints. They're on this phone call. Eden. Yes, 100%.
Every time.
You never know, and she'll be having a conversation with 12 other people at the same time.
At the same time.
Always.
I will.
Yes.
Eden,
Who am I
you are
talking to?
always yelling at
The
someone.
pharmacist saying hi to someone in Publix, and it's always the hi. It's so good to see you.
You're
They
just
always
glad I
get
never say that to you.
And they always get her like special voice. Like she'll be talking normal to us and then it'll be like, oh, hi. Yeah.
You don't talk to us nice like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my phone voice.
It's my phone voice.
Oh my gosh.
Not to be confused with my other voice.
Wait, hold on. Eden's doing her sexy voice. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The other voice.
Ooh.
Hey, Lisa.
Different than your teacher phone voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I have
remember
lots of
when you had to
voices.
be all nice to people on the phone? Like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I really have to go.
All right. Amy has to go. It was fun talking, Lisa.
Tell Lisa
But
she has
the
to do
whole-
the outro.
Wait, the whole point of the call was A, that your voicemail
Voicemail.
message was really loud. But B, I was like, she literally never answers her phone. Like ever.
I know. You got so lucky that I answered. Oh,
No, you got so lucky,
My
Lisa.
voicemail.
Yeah.
Maybe I got lucky. Yes, you're right. I'm the lucky one in this situation.
You are the lucky.
Nationally syndicated.
Oh yeah, by the way, someone told us yesterday she couldn't believe she actually called during the podcast and she was like so excited that she was going to be on our nationally syndicated podcast.
Ooh.
Whatever that means. I don't even know what that
Makes
means.
us sound really
I don't
fancy,
know
and
what the word
it's
syndicated means.
and it's not true.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not true. So
All a lie.
anyway.
And she's not on
Well,
it.
it is national. I mean, you could be anywhere.
I think it's
Listen,
international, actually. International. Actually, can you please let her know where actually
Actually,
international-
Aston watched it in Israel, so that is not a lie.
You did.
Oh my God,
Did?
for sure international.
We are,
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
we're international.
Oh my
There's so
God.
much going on there. Why would he?
International ladies of mystery.
Yes.
No mystery.
All right. All right, Lisa.
All right.
We'll talk to
we
you
love
later.
we love you, Lisa.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. I'm ending this
Wait,
call.
no, don't. And yeah, we have to say goodbye and tell everyone about losing brain cells. I mean, apologize for losing brain cells.
Thanks for
You do it
coming.
at the end of every episode, Amy. You're very worried about everyone and their brain cell status.
Thanks for coming and wasting
is a
another
lot of
hour with
pressure.
us. Or how much time is
Yeah.
it? I don't even know.
I don't know. It's
Too
gonna
much.
choppity chop.
We
all
do
up.
apologize for all the brain cells that you lost while listening to this episode.
Except for the small tidbit of valuable information where we also apologize for inserting that because you probably weren't expecting it and we're Yeah.
We're just sorry. And thank you.
overall sorry.
Like, follow, share, and we're sorry.
Yeah, we love you guys. All right.
Love
bye.
you.
The Boondoggled podcast is hosted by Amy Battaglia, Eden Cates, and Amy LaBarbera. It is produced and edited by Amy Battaglia. Intro and outro music by Jason Herman. If you liked the show, and even if you didn't, please share it with your friends and be sure to follow the Boondoggled podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, Instagram, and TikTok. Join us next week for another absolutely pointless episode. See you then.